Hello.
Donald, how are you, man?
Doing good. How are you, Misha?
Good, man. Doing well. Just getting going here. It's another beautiful day on the island. And, yeah, doing well. How about yourself?
It's a good day in the great Buckeye State.
Great Buckeye State?
Yep.
Nice. So, you know why I'm calling. I'm not going to do the whole, surprise thing, because But I just wanted to call and congratulate you on making your first two pro sales. Donna Long and Jovita went ahead and upgraded. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And those will be big $1,000 commissions for you on the back end. And then you'll also earn when they go ahead and produce. And so you're crushing it, man. And I just wanted to congratulate you and then also kind of pick your brain on what you're doing to go ahead and produce the results that you are, because it's obviously working for you.
Absolutely. That's great.
Yeah, man. It's nice to see it working for you. I met you, I think, at NES in last year. No Excuses Summit 6, right?
Yep, right there by the slot machines.
Yeah, exactly. I know we had worked together a little bit, and you came on board, and I'm super stoked to see it working for you, man. It's cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, the system that you've created and laid out is great, and it does work. One of the things about it is your teaching method within the system itself, where you do a little bit, not death by PowerPoint, right? And it gives you the feeling, it gives me the feeling that you're teaching me directly. And that's one of the things that I appreciate about the Super Affiliate Network, but then mainly in this 21-day boot camp. I started in March 6th, took a few days to get started, and then once I started, I just kept grinding at it. And I started making sales within my first week and a half or two. And in April, I think I made probably close to about $400 for the month. And then with May, with the two pro sales, that's already over $2,000. So I doubled what I set for my goal. And I'm just amazed at how well the system works if you follow the process and the guidelines that you've laid out. The affiliate laws are huge, but then also the training puts you on the right path to succeed.
Awesome, man. So you're more or less just driving traffic using everything I teach in the boot camp, correct? Most people kind of struggle with traffic generation. They kind of make it more complicated than it needs to be, I think. What are you doing on that front in order to get leads into the system?
Correct. So I'm definitely doing solo ads, and taking the advice that's in the training that you've created is I set a weekly budget, and I'm running one solo ad a week.
Okay.
And that's just to make sure that I don't overlap offers, because when I first started that's what I noticed I was doing. So when it came to tracking, it kind of made it a little bit difficult. So I went back to the training again and said, set a budget, make sure you're running solo ads every week. And even though I'm almost done with the boot camp and I'm still working on my blog, I don't have everything in place, right? So that sounds bad, but it's really not bad, because I'm still doing what you teach, is still driving traffic, still mailing my list every day.
Awesome.
And seeing the results, and then also, sharing it with those that within other communities that I'm a part of how well your teachings have helped me, because I've been online marketing for years, and as you know, in another mentorship community that I was in last year, it took me a while to get off the ground. It took me probably about 6 months before I made my first sale. But I have to give credit to that group that kind of put me in the right mindset and helped me manage my expectations. So when I joined the Super Affiliate Network, my thing is go at it hard, but also make sure that I'm learning as I'm going, but I'm also applying. So even though I don't have everything in place, I'm still taking action.
Yeah.
Every day, and I know once I have everything in place that you teach, my my sales will just skyrocket. But plus, when running solo ads, just the people that I'm meeting that are coming on my list, the responses that I'm getting from people, my responses aren't how they used to be in the past. Because one of the things that you teach is, like kind of like the soap opera series, but also putting your personality into the emails, and it resonates with your list, right? So not everyone can, I know not everyone, but a lot of times it's a challenge to get your list to respond. But if you take action every day, like you said, email at minimum one a day. But ideally, you want to do it twice a day, like you train in the boot camp, and been doing that. And people are responding. People want to know more. Sales are coming. I'm excited about it. Expect to see next month because my goal is still to double next month. So just keep pushing.
Nice, man. Yeah, I think you touched on a few really important things there. Firstly, you said that you set a monthly advertising budget, which is huge because lots of people don't look at their traffic generation, their lead generation as an investment. They look at it as an expense, right? So what you need to do is you need to set a monthly advertising budget, and then whether you're breaking even on it for that month, if you continue and you're consistent, that popcorn effect that I talk about inside of the boot camp goes ahead and kicks in. And I think you're starting to realize that as a reality. So that's a huge takeaway that I got listening to you. And then also just the fact that you're taking action, but it's imperfect action, right? So you're saying that you don't have your blog set up. You're saying that you don't have the whole ecosystem that I talk about in week number 3 of the boot camp set up, which obviously will have a huge overall impact on your numbers, right? But you're still taking action. You're still out there. You're still generating leads. You're making sales. You made $2,000 this month using the system. And most people get stuck in a place where they want to get everything just right before they do anything, right? And that completely and totally hinders them from ever taking the first step. And then they get in this state where they've learned so much and they haven't taken any action that they feel overwhelmed and they don't know where to start because they have so much information, but it's all just kind of like cluttering up their mind at that point, right? So yeah, man, that's good stuff. Those are 2 huge takeaways that if people were to actually take and run with and apply on a consistent basis, they'd all be generating results just like you are. It's awesome.
Yeah, and just to add it, the other side of it is yes, that week 1 gets you prepared mentally, and then week 2 and week 3 you start diving into it. And one thing I can't stress enough is the solo ad success formula too that you provide. And when you're running solo ads, one of the things that you even teach is testing first with small clicks, like 200 clicks, right? And the thing that people have to realize, or it took me some time to realize, is that every run may not be great, right? You may get leads, you may not, you may get sales, you may not, but you still have to keep going. You learn from it, right? Like this provider provided X percentage amount of clicks and 1 or 2 sales, but their quality, one of the things that you teach is tracking everything.
Yeah.
And I follow your lead in the training when it comes to tracking, and even now looking at traffic quality, and then trying to kind of get a baseline where, at this point in time, I've ran 11 solo ads since I started, and about a little more than 50% of the solo ads that I've run has generated sales.
Nice, man. Typically that's actually better results than most people will generate. Usually it's kind of like an 80-20 rule where you'll find 20% of your ads that will always account for 80% of your results. Now that still might be the case for you. Maybe, 50% of your solo ads produce sales, but 20% of them produced, 3-4 sales, etc. And it's just a game of finding those ones that work really well and then investing all of your money into those and scaling those and then starving. It's called feed the stallion, starve the ponies, right? So you have to figure out exactly which ads are working and then you just invest aggressively in there. So yeah, man, that's huge.
Yeah. And the other thing that I definitely want to share with those that are listening is that right now I'm using the done for you system, the done for you capture page, the micro commit capture page, and the sales page. So I haven't even changed it up yet. So it works as designed, and as you have laid out. So and that's one of the things that I've been talking even with my customers or students, if you will, is I need to be able to show you that I can do it with what's in place now. Right. And then once that gives you proof that the system does work, and I'm a testament to it, and others in the community as well. And then as you're scaling and you're growing, and then you can test different types of capture pages, different types of wording within your capture page to see what works. But the most important thing that is what you created. It's the truth, right? It's everything. 95% is done for you. All you have to do is run traffic and follow the steps in the boot camp, and you will be successful.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I'll say out of personal experience, once you get everything set up in week number 3, like you were talking about your bridge page and everything, I'm excited to see what happens because it only helps for sure.
Well, I hope so. Because
Yeah,
my
most
goal is try to
definitely.
get to Maui as quick as possible. So
There it is. There it is. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to having you out here. Cool. So, in closing, what I'm kind of doing just to have some fun is I've been asking the people that I'm doing these calls with if you were to tell someone who's on the fence whether or not, they want to go pro, whether they see, they're trying to break through, they're overwhelmed with their business, they're maybe putting in a lot of time but not seeing any level of result, right? What are 3 takeaways, 3 kind of actionable tips that you can give them that they should go out and apply right now today in order to get into results mode fast with either their basic or just pro membership and start making sales so they have belief, and then from there everything becomes easier?
the 3 things I would say, number one, which is one of the most difficult things I think to do, is suspend disbelief.
Yeah.
It's clearing your mind and believing, one, in yourself that you can do it and making it happen. And once you change that mindset, then it opens up all kind of doors, opens up all kind of possibilities. Number 2 is, as you're learning, whether you're basic or pro, you're going to always be learning. But go back over the training again, because you will. It's like watching. I always equate it to like watching a movie for the first time. You love it. It's great. Then once you watch it the second or third time, you start seeing things that you didn't notice the first time. And even though that the system, even though the training tells you watch it twice, go back over it again, especially when you're waiting to get something set up, right? You might be waiting on your blog, or you're running a solo ad and your mind is at the point of just tired. Just plug back in and listen, because I guarantee you will catch something you didn't the first, second, or even third time.
Nice.
And number 3 is huge to me, and which also helped me be successful in helping others, is staying connected to like-minded people, staying connected to people within the super affiliate network, reaching out to each other, asking questions, and that kind of helps keep you motivated and going, because there's gonna be hiccups, there are gonna be technical issues, there are gonna be things that are gonna frustrate you, but realize that you're not alone in it. We all face the same thing. You'll see different results, and it's true, results do vary, but doesn't mean that you can achieve those same results. You have to not look at other people's results, but use people's results as a motivator, but also inspiration to you to know that you can get there. So those are the 3 things that I would say would be like the most important.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that's huge. I mean, watching once, twice, 3 times, take notes once, don't take notes the next time, plugging into the community. I mean, everything you shared, it's gold, man. And your results obviously prove that you know what you're doing, man. So congratulations with your success, man, and keep doing what you're doing. And I want to see you in Maui soon, too. It'll be fun to go ahead and mastermind with you and set you up to earn bigger commissions even. And yeah, man, stay faithful to the system. Keep taking action. And I look forward to our next call when you're making Maui intensive sales.
Always, bro. Shit,
Cool. All right, Don. Have a good one, man.
You too, Misha.
Later.
Later.